All right, so DeAndre Hopkins signed with the Tennessee Titans yesterday, so I'm making a video just based on my initial reaction and thoughts on it. If you're a Tennessee fan or just a fan, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, as I like to hear sort of what you guys think, because I am sort of confused on this move, especially if you're a Titans fan. Please let me know what you think or if you're excited for DeAndre. My first thoughts are for the Titans. I guess I understand it. They're sort of stuck in this rebuild, but not really committing to the rebuild. You still have they drafted a quarterback with Will Levis in the second round, beginning of the second round. They drafted Malik Willis last year in the third or fourth round. I don't know. I thought they just weren't a team that I thought were gonna make this kind of move, just because I really don't see them competing next year. I do know they're in the AFC South, so it is an easy division. Their playoffs, I know it said it in here, their playoff chances, or the odds percent they make the playoffs, went up by 6.5%, so not a whole lot, but it's still 37.5% to make the playoffs. But only a 1% to make the conference championship, so it wasn't that big of a move. I don't know. I'm confused on it. But how the contract looks, it's a 2-year, $26 million deal with an extra $6 million in incentives, so $3 million of incentives each year. They're right here. So for catches, you can get $250 for 65 catches, $500 for 75 catches, $750 for 85 catches, and $1 million for 95 catches. And then for receiving yards, you can get $250 for 750 yards, $500 for 850 yards, $750,000 for 950 yards, and $1 million for 1,050 receiving yards. For touchdowns, you can get $250K for 4 touchdowns, $500K for 6 touchdowns, $750K for 8 touchdowns, and $1 million for 10 touchdowns. So if he's a really good season, this could be worth up to $16 million a year. But it's still, I believe it's less than what Odell Beckham signed. Granted, his was a 1-year, almost $14 million, worth up to 15, I think. But still, I thought Hopkins was going to get a lot more than this. Like I said, I didn't think the Titans were going to make this move. I know Hopkins said he wanted to go to a contender. Obviously, the Titans aren't a contender, but I am not going to hate on them too. I know a lot of the comments underneath the post from Rappaport and stuff like that were just saying, when the news released that, there goes his career, Tennessee's where wide receiver's career goes to die. It's a job. It's a business. He's in his 30s. I think he's in his early 30s. He's not going to, this is the last probably big contract he'll sign. I would assume after this, just a bunch of 1 years. Get your money. You're just, NFL, you're not going to play in the NFL forever, especially at wide receiver. Get your money. Get in, get out. It's going to help him after football. But from a football perspective, I guess he'll be wide receiver 1. I mean, he will be, but I didn't think he'd sign somewhere to be wide receiver 1. I guess he wants to be that, but if you're a team, I thought you'd sign him as a wide receiver 2 or a 1B. I know it said he visited the Patriots. Yes, he went to the New England Patriots, but I guess they just didn't offer as much as the Tennessee Titans. This is just a simple case as the Bills, Chiefs, all of them, they weren't going to give Hopkins $13 million over 2 years. Or $26 million for 2 years, so $13 million a year. Titans just paid him the most. I don't think there's a massive market for Hopkins. I didn't think he'd go unsigned, but it's still an older wide receivers. Was injured. Still got some left in the tank. I would like my team to sign him, or I would have liked my team to sign him, but I don't know. For Hopkins, go get your money. It's obviously not a contender. He didn't have the best season last year, 96 targets, 64 catches, 717 yards, and 3 touchdowns. This is one of the most boring teams you could sign with. I really don't have an interest in watching the Titans. I guess I have somewhat more interest in watching them this year with Hopkins, but still, I would have rathered him go to the Patriots. But from his perspective, Patriots aren't. The AFC East is way more difficult with the Bills, Dolphins, and Jets than the AFC South, which is really just the Jags, which is still worse than the Bills, Jets, and Patriots. So Good for DeAndre. I mean, you got 13 million a year. He's gonna make a couple extra $100,000 with incentives. Titans, I guess, cool move, cute move, I guess. Their chances once again aren't that high. He adds almost half a win. But let me know what you guys think about this move. It's really not game changing, but just let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.